Ngame konilo Ebobo, ebobo, ngami ukonilolo. Ebobo, ebobo, ngami ukonilolo. Ebobo, ebobo, ngami ukonilolo. Shalile, amikalele, ashunjoya. Kanu fun bewala shemba ele, ashunjoya. Ngame ukonilolo. Jimmy Karai, yeah, wait, Jimmy Bim, Jimmy Karai, yeah, wait, Jimmy Tiwo, Samuel Lamy Jendo, as a Tawela Bagishi Nikimo, and then when me one on Gakawa, a boy, Japu, Shalile Wagi Shawarama. Boda adeda nama mai wagi pizza wala dubai mi dango visa ege wo ye iboro mota kaji poli yama wana wala okisa. You are my fantasy and I will cherish you forever. I understand all your sacrifice, that's why you are my heart desire. My love love. My love, love. My love, love. My love, love. Nasanki, dewa, dewa, lodi, lodi.
Good evening, everyone. Um, I would like to confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me, kindly use the chat box or unmute your mic. Let me confirm from my hand. Thank you. Oh, interesting. Okay, so good evening, everyone. This is NTC Tech Series, episode 2. Um, this program is in collaboration with Kaggle Resources and is brought to you, by Nupe Tech Community. Basically, for those that you're just joining this series for the first time, this tech series is set aside for the Nupe Tech community and the Kin Nupe generally to explore the area of technology, to discuss cutting edge topics, you know, um, that has to do with technology generally. So during this episode, on each episode, we invite different speakers specialized on different aspects in technology to tell us what their field is all about and all. So the first episode, we have a speaker who talks about artificial intelligence, AI, and all. And for this series, we are having one of our amazing, um, person in the tech ecosystem. Um, which by name Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed is a product design expert. He has been in the field of technology for a very quite long time now, and of course, as a product designer for those that are still trying to get the word straight. I think if you are familiar with UI UX, right? So being a product designer is just someone that you know their design have been used by users, they got feedbacks from users, like they are really in the core system and people are using their solutions. So he's going to be discussing with us an amazing topic, which is design thinking, a creative approach to problem solving in product design. So for those that are still having network issue, as we all do that, after this section is going to be uploaded on our YouTube, and everybody will have access to it. So this section is just 1 hour section, and we'll love to utilize it. If you are joining for the first time, or you would like to tell us where you are joining us from, your name, where you are joining us from, and what you look forward to gain in this series, you can drop it on our on the chat box here, while we invite our amazing speaker on board. So hello, Mr. Ibrahim, are you here with us? Thanks for honoring our invitation once again, and we'd love to have you on the stage now. Hello, Mr. Ibrahim. Hello, Mr. Ibrahim.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
Oh,
Good evening,
sorry.
everyone.
No props. Okay, so we would like to hand over the
Alright,
stage to you now. I will stop sharing the screen so that you can, come on the stage properly. Thank you.
alright. Alright, so good evening, everyone from every part of the country that you're joining us from. My name is Ibrahim, and just a brief introduction about myself. I'm a product designer, and I've been designing for quite a number of years. I didn't start as a designer, just a little background. I started as a front-end developer, and over after many considerations, many trials and stuff like that, I developed fully into being a designer. So, and it has been quite an amazing experience. If just the game, or if you're just getting started, uh, she's going to be very, very smooth at the beginning, even if it is there will be time of challenges. So, how you scale through those challenges or just what matters, because nothing is easy. So, welcome to the field for people that are really, really new into everything. Okay, someone said they cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay. So, all right. So, saying it won't be very easy for those joining, and that's why we have people in the community. We have mentors. We have senior developers, senior designers, and they are always there to guide everybody. So that's just a brief about me, about my background. And it's also a very good opportunity to be here today. I'm talking about design thing, yeah, because though you're a product designer, so if you are a product designer here, or you are a designer here, or a graphic designer here, whatever design you do, and you're here, you have, should I say, a bigger advantage over others. So let me go straight to the slide. All right, so yeah, the topic design thinking, a creative approach to problem solving in product design. So I'll try to use plenty of layman terms. Like you don't need to. I will not give any big grammar. Whatever grammar you see on the slide, I'll try to make it very, very simple. Or I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So design thinking. First of all, I'll start with design thinking. The word thinking is very, very clear. Before you say you want to do anything at all, everybody thinks about it. Okay, you want to buy a car. Which car do you want to buy? That is where. And there's one beautiful thing about this. You have heard something about research. You have to do research. You have to do all this. Me asking you, what is your name? Research has already started from there because I'm trying to find out more about something, which is you. So, car. What kind of car do I want to buy? your research has already started on that product or on that particular thing you own. Your research has already started. Design thinking is that you consider during and before design. So if you have any questions, just be write down the presentation and take questions. Design thinking are just things that you do, or things that you consider before design, and things that you during design, after the design. So then, more about the topic to problem solving, product design. So definitely, when you're doing something, you're not, well, no normal person would think on something complex. You're definitely trying to solve a problem, or you're having some challenges, and okay, how do I make this thing easier for myself? Or let's say you're building a product, let me make this product easy for people to use. For the past is WhatsApp has been, I don't even understand what they've been doing. If they're making upgrades, or they're trying to, I don't even understand. I don't know how to say this is what they are doing, but that's very, very messy. And I don't know if anybody here takes note of it. But you can log in today and you see something else again. And you just come and meet different things different times. So definitely they're making life very difficult for some people, because some people don't want all these complexities. They just come to WhatsApp, send messages and leave. Some people don't even use the status feature. There's a friend I was asking, because I've never seen him post and I've never seen him view my status. I was like, do you know about the status feature? He said he doesn't know, that he doesn't use it. He knows about it, that it's there, but he just feels he doesn't have any business with it. So in situations like that, you're making it very, very miserable for people like that, because they just want to chat and leave. So, and that's where design thinking comes in. Whatever you're designing, and design is not only until you use colors in anything at all. You creating a plan. Say, okay, I want to travel on Monday, come back on Tuesday. That's part, you're trying to design your activities for that week. So it's not until you carry a tool like Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and you start designing, and that's when you can have design thinking. So I think that's a very brief introduction about the topic. Now going to the introduction of or okay, option here. Design thinking is human centered. It treats problems to solve. Now we narrow this whole thing down to product. So down to designing a product. Just like, for example, you're designing not just a digital physical product, a soap. When you're designing a soap, you can, I don't know if you've noticed that there are different shapes of soap. There are some that when you hold it, it fits properly into your hand. But there are some that would enter your hand anyhow. So all those things, eh, many things have been considered before they come out with the final shape of that soap that you can see. So many companies have different patterns. Some are for design, just for design, while some are for user. So so that's basically what design thinking is about. Then what's the purpose of design thinking? To emphasize, yes. So that's use of so to emphasize and then so sorry, is everybody still with me?
Yes, we're aware.
Okay. Right. Sorry, Paul. So we are on the purpose of design thinking. Okay, I'm back up. To emphasize ideate and problems, that now there are some keywords that we should pick from here. The first one I would pick is user needs. Whatever you're doing, if you're in charge or anything, yourself should be the last person you consider when you're designing any kind of at all. So, for example, you you're to create as a okay, I want a car as the name of the car. There are a lot of things to consider. This car, who is our target audience? That's the first question. If you want to design car for ladies, the kind of interior you're going to use, maybe you're going to use fancy color and all those things. It's going to be different from the kind of design for a man or for guys. So they can say, okay, this project we are doing, you want to design a car for the ladies. And let's say you are now the lead. And then you are now thinking about yourself, okay, what are the things you want? You're not putting the car, forgetting that the car is not meant to be for somebody of your gender self. That's why I'm saying I'm going to pick user needs first. So whatever you're designing, whatever you're thinking about, your thinking should be tailored down to user needs and user experience perfection. So to emphasize ideate and prototype, all these grammars, that's just what I've broken down for you. A prototype is just a working version of an idea. So you have an idea, you want to create this thing. Okay, let's create a working version. Either it is an MVP or it's a full product. Whatever it is, that's prototype solution. That's mainly the reason why you have to think about whatever problem you want to solve. Consider the resources you have, consider user needs, and also consider the marketing purpose as well. So into the next slide, the key stages of design thinking. Now, when you want to when you are creating a product, everything doesn't happen that okay, you just enter and start thinking in your head. No, everything starts from just like you're building a tree, or let's say you want to grow a tree. It starts from okay, you dig the hole, you put the seed inside, you cover it, you water it, look for sunlight sources to create photosynthesis, let it grow, you start to shape it what you like. So that's the same thing design approach is. So first of all, emphasize, understand user's perspective, gather insights through observation and interview. Yes. Now there's still a lot more ways you can gather insights, even by reading reviews. So okay, let's just build a proper case study here. Now let's say WhatsApp. Want to build a chatting app. Let me know if you ask. Let's say we want to build an app for chatting. Now the first thing is okay, we already know what we want to do. Who are going to be the use like that's the end of the product at users. Now there are some that have been there in the market. WhatsApp, you have Telegram, you have Twitter, you have, all those are enough for you to insight. You go there, you okay, what are the points? What are they saying they don't like about this app? You gather all those data. Now you can when you're to some stage in the app, you can build a prototype whereby you allow users test it and then you observe them. Okay, how is this person's reaction when he sees this button? He doesn't like it. Oh, that means I have to go and change it. Then also once they use it, you can interview them. Those are the different ways you can get insights from users. Now define, clearly articulate the problem based on user needs. Develop a user-centric problem statement. If you notice, there's one word that has been consistent from everything that we have been coming from where we have been coming from the beginning, from the first slide, which is user. So whatever you're doing, because you it's only you cannot build the app now. If you build app where only you like, or maybe only you and your users like it, the app will start from company and finish at all. Is it soap or is a car, whatever you're building. If you don't consider people that are going to use it, it will just start and finish in your company. So that's why user has very, very consistent in everything that where we're coming from. So after emphasizing now, we define what is the problem that we want to solve. Okay, people find it difficult to chat, and we are trying to build a solution for them. That's a very, very clear problem statement. why are you even doing this? You say it's not, forget about the marketing and the money part. Money shouldn't always be number one. You have to solve problems in order to make money. Anybody that is not solving any stealing. Yeah, permit to use that word. So you have to solve problems to make money. And that's the only and best way to make passive income. You see all these business people out here, they are making their money, and because people are buying from them, they are solving problems. People need this, they come and buy for them. People need that, they come and buy from them. So we want to solve it. That's a very clear problem statement. We are defining everything we want to do. So the next one now is the next step after defining is ideate. So okay, we already know that this is our problem. Now let's start bringing ideas. That's when all the notes you have taken from all the reviews, all the interviews, you start to bring them together. Okay, they don't like this. Okay, that means create. Let's say we have a design. Design is let's say we have a flat design of a soap. Then someone says, this one used to fall from our hand every time when we are holding it. Then that means you have to tweak it, maybe create some kind of curved stuff in the middle whereby it can grip comfortably into their hand. Then you consider that also. Then the size, maybe one is 3 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And people are like, it's too big, oh, something like that. So all those things you consider all those, they start to bring ideas together. You generate a wide range of creative ideas, encourage out of the box thinking through brainstorming sessions. So all the in design thinking. So after writing all your ideas, you create different sketches, whatever you're doing. I don't know if you've seen any proper product, maybe any digital app or any digital product you see. You see that from you go to low fidelity wireframes. So that low fidelity is just basically sketching your ideas on paper. Okay, you have these screens you want to do, you sketch it. How does it look? No, it doesn't make sense. You clean some parts. So before you actually start designing the product itself, you're doing all before then. As I said, design thinking are things that you consider before, during, and after a product. Now, a product could be anything. A product could be anything. A mattress, a box, whatever you see is the product. It's not until when something is an app or a web app or a website that you can say is a product. So from there, after brainstorming, getting this, then prototype. You build a tangible representation of selected ideas, test and refine prototypes iteratively. So as I said earlier, a prototype is a working version of an idea. You have this idea, bring something, interpret it into the product, even if you're not going to get it to the fullest, or at least let us see. You understand? So that is what a prototype means. So after getting all these ideas, then you start designing now. What is the, are we getting it right? Just like a car concept that they're building. So everything, and I attended a design workshop, and the speaker was like, every app you see is a prototype. Every app, that there is no app that is completely done. And once you see for WhatsApp now, they have loads, dozens and dozens of features that they've not implemented. That's because they cannot implement all at once. You have, okay, let's say they have a list of 30 features. You don't want to put all 30, the app might be somehow. But you use them stage by stage. That's why you're always upgrading your app. Once you upgrade your app, you see different things. All those things, it's not as if it's just yesterday they planned it. Some have been there for years, but they're just looking for ways to implement them. So apps improve over time, over period, and over usage. As people are using it, you'll be seeing different complaints. And even as people are complaining, there are some things that you might have written as okay, you want to add this, but at the end, you might say, they say they don't like that one. That means you have to remove that one from the list. So you just build something out, let people use. From there, you get insights, and then you keep modifying, keep modifying, keep modifying. So that's why I said no app is complete now. Every app is like a working version of an idea of yes. So after you build your prototype, It's very simple. You test, you gather feedbacks on the prototypes. So the product you're building, you've already built it. Okay, this is what I can a just that your teacher throws a new question to you and say, talk about this thing. Then you write what you know and then submit it to him. Then you wait for his reply. That's just how it is. So you test, during the testing, you gather feedbacks on the prototypes, you refine solutions based on testing results. If users say they don't like it, sir, you have to go back to your drawing board. They don't like this thing. You have to start from scratch if possible, or look for ways to tweak the product to whatever way users want it. It doesn't mean if one user says they don't like it, you go and cancel the app. No, you have to look at a whole range of feedbacks on your product. Okay, what is this? This person says he likes it, the person doesn't like it. If you go to Play Store or you go to your App Store, you see loads of reviews on some apps. And the Nigerians are very, very funny. They'll say, you poor bastard, your app is slow. This. If you want to read nasty reviews, go to all these mobile banking apps. When I was trying to, I myself, I've written a very bad comment before on UBA, their mobile app, the former one. The app was so slow. I don't know why, how they are comfortable having that kind of product in the app was so slow. And even options for you to click on it loads and take forever. Like in this age, you see people having apps. So I wrote a very bad review and I was not the only one. I even gave them 1 star. I said there was 0 point something star, or I've given them 0 point something star. But then again, there are still people that rated the app 5 star. I don't know where, I don't know if them they are using an opposite version or something, but I don't think any human being should like that app. So there are 5 stars there, there are 4 stars, there are 3 stars, there are 2, there are 1. So you gather all those feedbacks. And I think they did. So because I have a version now of the app, and that one looks is still, it's still behind standard, but at least a way improvement on the former one. So they read all those and they came up with this new one. And I believe they are working on it over time. One app I know was using Opay. From 2 years ago to now, the app has changed. So many things, many operations faster. All those are solutions that are based on testing results. When the app is in market, you consider it like it's in testing mode. People are using it and you're trying to gather feedbacks. So that's just basically design cycle, the stages that you can go through when you're creating a product. So if you look from the beginning, we're talking about emphasize and define. These two are mainly before you start typing. This is your the product and done. Well, as you cannot say you're done, but you the market that can say this is your idea. So now, what are the importance of a design thinking in product design? Number one, this encourages a user-centric mindset. So once you know you're doing something and you're considering people that are going to use it, that's a big addition to your product. And if, as I said, if you're solving a problem, you will make money. If you have hundreds of downloads on your app, that means 100 people like your app. Sometimes it's not just about the service; it's about make them comfortable. Everybody has money in bank account. I myself, I don't transact with UBA very much. What I do is I push funds from UBA to OPay because I transfer I transact frequently. You buy data, you transfer out, you receive. So OPay is cleaner. So I feel very, very much comfortable using the app. Possibility that they don't have any branch. Wow. No. Me, I'm not scared about that one. That one is some people's problem. App. Everybody have their different problems with different products and their different reviews. So I feel very comfortable with OPay app. And that's why once any money enters my UPA, I move it to OPay because I know that's the app and I like using. Within seconds, you've transferred. Once you have 100 download your app, 100 people like it, 10 million, that means you're doing well. you have 100 million, you're doing well. So that's just how it is. Now it fosters innovation and creativity. Yes, when you have apps like that, it looks okay. Users they need this, they need that, they need this. How you bring all those ones together is a form of creativity. I tell you, I want a button. You say you want red. You say you want green. Now I can call those colors and give you something that makes sense. Now emphasizes iterative refinement for continuous improvement. All the thing that I've been saying from the beginning. So continuous improvement. Once you have an app and you get definitely used to be getting feedbacks about them, you're improving the app over and design thinking. Now this is design thinking in product design. Now in problem solving, thinking in problem solving. As I said, if you're solving a problem, you make money. And if you're not solving a problem and you're making money, then you're stealing. Yes, in one way or the other, you're stealing. So that you have considered everything you're supposed to consider. Users are going to be satisfied and satisfied with their app. It looks clean. That's to me. I don't know what you might say about the app. Some people might say they don't like the app because of this, because of that. There's an app that adds on to it, and instead because they don't have a dark mode, means you cannot use the app. So that is his own review about the app, that they don't have dark mode. There are no app on his phone, still uses light mode. So that's one thing again. So but me, I was very satisfied with their services. So higher innovation potential, reduced risk through early prototyping and testing. Yes. So before solving a problem, once you have considered all this design thinking, that is before you actually say, okay, you want to create an app for people to start. Once you consider all this, it reduces unnecessary deploying of features. So if you just pour any app on the market anyhow, once the user feedbacks are too much, you're going to have to start updating very frequently, very frequently, very frequently. But once you've done things at the beginning, it's going to reduce. It doesn't mean to not still come, satisfy everything at once. So they will still come, but it's going to be reduced. So conclusion. Maybe second to the last slide. You can start preparing your questions. Begin the problem solving process, placing users at center of product design. So design thinking transforms the problem solving process and very tough. You've considered users that be it. You've considered you consider everything that you're doing. Then the problem solving process is going to be very, very easy. They encourage a dynamic and intuitive approach, resulting it's not going to just, it's not going to be just every day we are this way. You say we are going to face north, we are face north. Sometimes you look at your south, you look at your west, you look at your east. What are the things that are there? Okay, let's consider them. We will try to change us. Let me give you a story, but very so but I think it's true because the person that told me is not someone that would just cap anyhow. He said Slack was an in-house tool. So the company, let's say company X, let's say company or I just a look in working on a product, create an in-house chat system where they will be using to communicate themselves. Then they'll fail like so and they don't look at that system because working fine. Like they were saying it. Like why did you just this for developers since they test everything about it. That was the initial plan. I don't know what product we're trying to apps, not the initial plan. And see where Slack is used by thousands or even millions of companies, tech companies, and even normal companies are not even tech. So that's how it is sometimes. The way you head or where you are headed might not be where you end. So that's all about my presentation, and I am looking forward to your questions. Any question?
Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed. I personally I enjoyed this your section. I've been jotting down a lot of things, and I want to believe that audience too are enjoying it. So keep your questions coming. While we treat it before we round up. Yeah, first question we are having here is how to determine an hot selling product. How to determine an hot selling product.
Oh, okay. So first of all, um, from it's not like it's something that you can say based on assumption. You can't assume, and you can never assume how good products can be until you see this. Most of these startups with MVPs, they have a bunch of features they want to deploy, but let's put it in the market and see how it is. So you can't predict the marketing system or the entire ecosystem until you're into the market. There are many people that even got into the market, they think they're doing well and end up crying. So I think, but the very, very best approach to everything is make sure your app is user centered. Don't just deploy any app into the market without and solving a problem. Make sure you're solving a problem and make sure the app is user centered. I think those two is going to make sense. If you look at many successful out because actually solving a problem at stage. So I think that's how I approach.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim, for the justice to the question. I don't know if we have any other question. You can also, ask to speak. So you can just unmute your mic if you want to speak while you come on stage, you know, to have this before. I think we still have more 20 minutes to go. So basically, from my own hand, I feel before now, I feel design thinking is just maybe when you have a product, you just think of how you are going to go about the designing, like the color mixing, shape and all. So, but then from your explanation, it shows that it has to do with the user involvement, right? The user involvement, the users have to be involved, their decisions matter. What you are giving out, it has to be what they really want so that they can really use your app or use your solution. And from what you said, of course, if you are really solving the problem is when you get the money. Yeah, so please, if you have any contribution you want to make, questions, suggestion and all, you can put your hand raised while I call you on stage. Okay, so we have one hand raised, Mr. uh Sagadam. Okay, Saga Adam. Please permit me with the name. You can unmute your mic now and let's have you on stage. Thank you.
Pardon?
Yeah. Really.
Yeah, I'm and really interesting moment to be in your midst today. We center up your and Muslim blessings. Actually, my little question is that the designing or design one to only have put in consideration inside the buyers or society, the community. What will be the like or the on before one should undertake or should venture into design a product. After finding the people's stress, then one can be what kind of design or what kind of style the product can go to satisfy the audience and again.
And
I'm not really
the,
sure if I can
the
hear you clearly, but if Mr. Ibrahim do, wait,
yes, I got what he said.
okay.
And so to add more to it, in products in the market, lots departments that have to come together with different ideas. Different ideas. Now we have just like we have content producers, have digital marketers, we have what they call them. We have not just digital marketers, we have marketers, and we have digital marketers. We have called risk analyzers. We're supposed to consider. So even while you're designing the product, you understand, even when you're designing the product
Yeah,
for users, once your product has met user experience, be certified user experience pass level, you understand, you supposed to push products. People cannot just sit down, or your app cannot just, it has to be a lot of marketing strategies. You still need to convince people to use something that will benefit them. That's how the market is. So there are a lot of things that needs to be in place. So except the fact that okay, you're meeting the user experience level. Okay, people, this app, you know, is being user centered. That is, you consider so many things about the users. To look at marketing strategies, people are currently in the game. How did they get there? For example, we have so many apps, we have so many banks, and everybody have their own customer. Even though some people have like multiple bank accounts with different banks, but everybody's making their money. So that's so you that are coming into the game, you have to look for a way to come into the game. Just like we have them, the likes of Opay and PalmPay, for example. They're in the game, but they don't have more than 5, 6 branches. And I can tell you that they have millions of customers, millions of downloads on their apps, more than even some physical banks. So that's their own strategy. They don't have if any physical location anywhere. Okay, maybe they have a few, at least maybe 5 or 6. But all these other banks, like I say, in one state, they have like 7. So that's just it. So there are a lot of things that are coming to deploying a product in the market. It's not just okay, we have designed this car and I've designed it. That's why you have brand labels. That what Nigeria see some products there that advertise like a beg app, like Kuda. Understand? So all those are marketing strategies. You're thinking about app. You find out your team just you see names in the middle of the jersey. Understand? So all those people they're advertising their products. For example, Chelsea, that number 3 is it what is it, like 3 is what Chelsea uses or something like that. So all those things, those are all products that people okay, yeah, product makes sense. Let me download it. Once it now, how do the app? That is where the assignment that you did, your user experience. all the design thinking that you did. That's where that one now comes in place. Because if people come to your app and the thing is bullshit, they'll just run away. So I think that's how that whole thing works.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. We have last question here to go. And the question goes, as AI is emerging in the tech industry, how do we harness its potential in building a product? I am a newbie, please.
Okay. So AI now, I think that is one thing that nobody can underestimate. And latest saga in AI was that his name, that CEO resigned or he was fired, something like that. So it's relating to a research that they've been doing. They call it I've forgotten the name now, but it's something that has to do with intelligence that is overpowering human intelligence. And some people were not really into it. So based on the stuff I've read about it, so AI now is going a very very long way, and you never can underestimate what. Now before this meeting, I I had a very rough day, so I didn't really have time to create the slide. There's this stuff they call presentation AI. I'll drop the link in the description box. So that presentation AI allows you to create slides. You just topic, it will create slide for you. But after creating it, you have to still edit some things. You don't really get to the potential. So that's an example of the kind of things that you can do about it. So you said, how can you use it? There are many versions of in the market on the web. You need to design a product and you want to for it called same thing products and vendors. So that's a clear example of where you can use AI. Then secondly, in designing your product, you can ask the research questions. Now some AI are not updated, but some are up to date. They have knowledge on products to maybe 2022. So they can give you at least valuable feedbacks on products. So you can ask them questions. Okay, what's the general perception um let's say of Binance app? He's going to tell you what he knows, and he's going to give you a reference to the date that it knows whatever he knows from. So those are ways we can ask these research questions. Okay, get me draft. Even though it might not really give you 100%, but they give you a heads up every day about it. I think just ways you can harness AI. And I was watching stuff on TikTok, even AIs that helps you graphics based on what you want. So you can tell them you can tell the stuff you want a girl reading a book, and to create a graphic design, not like a graphic design, like a graphical image of a girl reading a book for you. So there are many things now. AI has really, really gone a long way. You never can underestimate what it can do. So just research more on whatever you want to do. Then definitely there's something that is already working towards that direction. And I think that's those are one of the ways you can. I can't use a few minutes to explain everything you can do with AI, but I know with proper research, AI can do a lot of things. People are scared that their jobs are on the line, or that content creators, people that write contents, people that write supporting statements for maybe you're applying for schools abroad and you need supporting documents, you need to write personal statements, all those things. AI is going a long way. ChatGPT is going a long way in helping people. It can generate something for you, but you can just edit it instead of going to go and pay thousands to people, you know, that they should help you do this because those guys they charge. You write any personal statement to study abroad or anywhere, they charge you. So if I use ChatGPT, tell him I'm applying to social school for social course, masters, PhD, whatever it is. Grant write me a supporting statement. Now you can even feed it information about yourself that okay, I graduated with BSc in this, I spent the last 2 years working as a this. You need to combine all this information and give you something. Then you can now edit it, maybe some English, you remove some things and then use it. So those are the various ways you can so much use AI. So much, so much, so much. Just ask it questions and it's going to give you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. This is an amazing section, and I believe that those that ask these questions, and even those that did not ask this question, gain more insight on how to go about um design thinking and product design as well. So for the product designers and the tech enthusiasts, if you're looking forward to dive into design line, you can always take through the slide as a guide, and also harnessing using AI to harness your skill set. And as well, our speaker is always in our group. So if you have any other questions you want to ask, maybe after watching the video again or going through a slide, you can always ask the question in the group, and I'm very sure he's going to be available to do justice to the questions. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for joining this series, most especially our guest speaker, and everyone that listen and contribute one way or the other to the series. This will come to the end of uh episode 2, and we look forward to the next episode. Our next episode is going to be around um software development and edutech, how startups can get started and how you can get into the global market. So we look forward to have um, an interactive section just like this one. So, Mr. Ibrahim, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for honoring our invitation and sharing your insights about this topic.
Yes, you're welcome and it's so good to be here. Hopefully see you guys again in the next episode and enjoy this.
All right, so it's a done deal, and we look forward to see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now, and do have a wonderful evening ahead.